What's up? I got my friend here, Mr. David the Rock Humphries.
There he is.
And we're going to do a little interview with him. And tell us about yourself, David.
Well, I'm Kings Mountain bred and homegrown. And Big D invited me over here today. We're just going to sit back and talk a little bit about everything. And Big D was wanting to come over.
Y'all seen on the gold, didn't
He liked my sport that I was in, which I did enjoy it a lot. And I started out as an amateur boxer back when I was in school, and had a record of 402, and was
400 wins, 2 losses.
And was back then you couldn't go to the Olympics. I fought for to go to the Olympics, and Bernard Burton from the Marine Corps beat me, and so I couldn't win anyway. But Bernard Burton, he ended up fighting Leon Spinks, and not Leon, but Michael, his brother, at 147. And Michael went on to win the gold medal in '76, and Leon went ahead and won the welterweight at 154. So back then it was big, and it was something to see them days. You went to Golden Gloves, you better bought your ticket.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't buy it that day, you had to see it in the Gaston Gazette.
Well, what about your kickboxing career?
Well, my kickboxing really started out. I was about 16 or 17, and I went to school out in Colorado for a while, and I come home, and my mother was living in Kings Mountain on King Street out there where Kentucky Fried Chicken used to be. There used to be houses there. And I went, Robert, he just got out of service and opened a school up down there.
Robbie Eaton.
And,
He's talking about Robert Eaton.
And I went down to his gym, and I was just going to play with the 17. I thought I was going to lift some weights. I didn't want to take no karate or anything. And one of his fighters, he found out I was a boxer, found out my record. He invited me. He said, "You want to go to one of my fights?" And he was in Fort Bragg, where he stayed at, and he was going to take a fighter there. And he couldn't pick me up that morning. He was going to pick the other fellow up. Well, the other fellow wouldn't come to his door. And so he said, "You going to?" He said, "How much you weigh?" And I told him how much I weigh. He said, "Well, that's the weight that Calvin's supposed to fight at, Calvin Wingo." He said, "You Calvin Wingo today." So I went up there and made my weight, made 154 pounds, and I fought an 8th degree black belt from Fort Bragg, and I ended up beating him, and that's how I started kickboxing. And then on,
You didn't even train or nothing. You just went down there.
Went down there. I ain't been in the ring in 2 years from boxing. And I went down there, and Robert showed me when I got there. He said, "This is 2 kicks." He said, "This is a front kick, and this is a side kick." He said, "That's all you got to do." And that's all I knew was a front kick and a side kick.
The Rock. Never even been in a ring kickboxing and wins his first match. That's against an 8th degree black belt. Yeah. This guy is bad.
Now, how I got rated in the kickboxing was about a little story about the same way. Is that they called, and you can watch this on YouTube. Pull up Billy Jackson and Benny Aquades, if you want to know who Billy Jackson is. You know there's they had the movie of Billy Jack Jackson.
Yeah.
You can pull up on YouTube Billy Jack Jackson versus, I think he fought Benny Aquades, which fought all over the world. Probably one of the best fighters from the state. But I had 0 professional fights, and went down there. The fellow broke his hand like a week before the fight. I went down there to Corpus Christi, Texas, and Robert drilled me on that back hit, back hit. We got down there. Everybody had Billy Jackson T-shirts on.
Oh yeah.
They didn't know who I was. All I knew, I had a good boxing record.
Yeah.
I think I had like 10 amateur kickboxing matches, but they was going by my boxing record. They figured it'd be pretty good. And I ended up knocking him out in the second round with the back kick. I hit him with the back kick and it busted his sternum. And I got ready from that fight. They rated me number 5 right off the bat.
Oh yeah.
I was rated number 5, and that led me to my championship later on. That building it up.
Well, once you got sanctioned, what was your total record in the kickboxing?
It was like 56-2.
56-2. And I know you had to give one of them.
Well, you know, when you get older, you know, when you think about it, and they'll promise you a rematch, and it's like, let me have this, and you can have the next one. And you know, so you know, I did some things that seemed I wouldn't do now if I had to do it over again. But if you watch the fights, you can tell.
Yeah, I watched it. I can tell. Because the guy kick you in the head and you sit there and shake your head like that, that don't work.
And one of the fellas he's talking about was real popular. He watched him.
He was retiring too.
His last fight. And I know him well. We was like best friends and all. So you know. He said, just don't hurt me. You know, if you punch on him, but don't hurt me. You know.
Yeah.
And I think one time I got mad at him. I hit him a couple times. And later part of the fight.
Yeah.
I think he kicked me in the groin.
Yeah, that fight's on YouTube too. I don't remember what was the guy's name.
Dale Apollo Cook.
Yeah, Dale Cook. When he's fighting Dale Cook, you can watch it. I watched it. You could tell that David was pretty much letting the guy beat him up, but he didn't really beat him up.
But another fight you can see, it was from Dale Cook, when Dale Cook wanted me to see me fight. There's another fight with the draw. It was Ronnie de Leon. You can see it on YouTube, and you can tell that was kind of. But that was one of Dale's people, and he wanted to see me fight before he offered it to me. You know.
Oh yeah.
So I did that and all, but it was all good and all. I went a lot of places, went all over the world, and I was I wasn't living for Jesus, so I did all the above plus some.
Oh yeah.
Amsterdam ain't wide open.
Oh, I'd like to go to Amsterdam. I'm gonna tell you.
I was booked in Paris a whole lot.
Oh yeah.
And they are like 20 years ahead of us.
Paris is?
Paris is like 20 years ahead of us. I went down there. The last time I went, they was already on their drugs. Ecstasy was down there 30 years ago.
Oh yeah.
I remember when you get 20 million people and you walking through 20 million people and you see everybody and you see them clubs, and I wouldn't even go in them because the line was 10,000 people waiting to get in.
Oh yeah.
But when I heard the music and they was doing had them laser wrists on, and all of them looked like they was doing the funky chicken.
Yeah.
And the whole time I wasn't looking up at the walls or nothing.
Yeah.
But that's what they was doing, laser shows on. That's how we didn't know, you know.
Yeah.
Then it come
all
in.
The disco, or not disco, but after that, whatever it is.
Rage is what they call it.
Yeah.
Rage parties. The rage party hit us about 15 years ago, probably 20 years ago.
Yeah.
When the rage come in, when the ecstasy come in. But it was already come in down there 30 years ago, 35 years ago. So their fashion will get it 20 years from now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It don't seem like it'd be the heart. It seems like the States would be at the fashion.
Yeah. So what was your greatest moment?
My greatest moment was probably I have the magazine I was in, the fight, but I can't get no fights when I fought the French world champions. He was favored to beat me and all, and I got it in the Ring magazine. It's all in the magazines. Instead of ringside boxing, it was ringside full contact karate.
Yeah.
And I got some copies of some books, and it was the French champion. His name's on the edge of my tongue, but I knocked him out in 56 seconds in the first round.
What did you knock him out with? A punch?
Yeah, I leg kicked him and countered with the left hook.
Oh yeah.
At about the first 11 seconds, I hit him, and they should have stopped it then. He didn't know where he was at.
Yeah.
And, he ended up in the hospital for about 4 days.
Damn.
And,
As This man is bad.
That's probably the proudest time I was in, because I was supposed to get beat. I was getting older.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to get whipped, and it was.
Yeah. That's always the underdog wins. That's my favorite, because I always felt like I might have been underdog, and then I became famous.
Famous Amos. But the crowds overseas was really into the sport. I mean, it was like Coliseum was like 60, 70,000.
Oh yeah.
Every fight. And that particular.
What
fight,
does that feel like to walk out there in front of 60 or 70,000 people, man? That's just got to be crazy.
Well, as you grow into it,
can you just feel the electricity
yeah,
coming?
oh yeah, especially from the States. The people overseas, it was like a cult. You didn't get beat by the United States in kickboxing and Thai boxing.
Yeah.
You didn't. That was a disgrace if you got beat by an American. So the fighter, I fought Billy Chow for my first world title, which is this belt right here.
Yeah.
That's the first one I won. I have two more, but this is the first one I won. I fought Billy Chow from Thailand, and he, at the fight party, he was already wanting to commit suicide.
Oh.
Yeah. He was over there.
Did you knock him out?
Knocked him out. Yeah, knocked him out. Yeah.
How long did it take you to knock him out?
11 rounds. 11 rounds.
Oh yeah. What did you knock him out with? A kick?
Knocked to the body. Punched him.
Punch him in the ribs.
Yeah. He was a super leg kicker. And back in my younger days, I was a good leg kicker, but usually the Thai fighters, after 22 years old, they threw. Their legs are just damaged. They're tremendous kickers, leg kickers.
Yeah, I've seen some Thai fighters.
They're starting now to have more Thai fighting in. They're bringing the money in. The AXS is channel 340 on Friday nights. They'll either have Thai fighting or MMA style. But when you watch the Thai fighting, you'll forget about UFC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot more. You get hurt a lot worse, and it's a lot more action.
What about this MMA now? What do you think about that?
I think it's a good thing. It's Rogain's putting millions into it.
Rogaine.
Yeah. I call him Rogaine. Oh. He didn't have no hair. He must have gotten a Rogaine.
Oh yeah.
By the way, he ain't also a member. He's also the president.
Oh yeah. He's how long we got, Lisa?
You're just to 13 minutes.
We got about 2 minutes. We'll start. We're gonna start. It's gonna be a two-parter because I want to hear about. I want to hear about these other belts. Tell that dog to hush. Go over and get Dave Humphries. Let him knock you out, buddy. I can't believe my dogs love him to death.
Yeah.
This dog here, he don't like nobody, but he loves David Humphries.
Dog don't like you, then you got to watch him.
Oh yeah, that means there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
If that dog don't like you, there's something wrong with you, because he can tell.
Yeah. But before this thing ends, though, I just like to say that I'm happy Dennis invited me over, and it's not I work for Dennis now, and it's not.
You don't work for me. You work with me.
I work
you
with
don't
him.
work for me.
But he's
we both work at the same place.
Yeah, that's true. But I just come over here to have a good time, enjoy myself.
And we're gonna come back. We're gonna do another 15 minutes on David Humphries. And we're going to find out about these other two belts. And all I can say is thank you, Bobby Edders, for all the chicken wings.
Thank you, Bobby. I was hungry.
David, I think David ate about 20 of them 30 wings we had. Oh, yeah. They were good, too. We can't wait to get some of them ribs brought down to work. That's going to happen, too. Say bye, Lisa.
Bye.
Bye.